from one of the best ballparks you'll find in the sport, PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Tonight, a compelling matchup of division contenders between the Chicago Cubs and the Pittsburgh Pirates. As October draws nearer, the race for the postseason intensifies. A pivotal game for two division rivals. Next. Chris Archer is the man on the mound for the Pirates in this contest. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Ready now, Anthony Rizzo. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Leading off for the Cubs, the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Underway now in the weekend finale as the first pitch is looked at for strike one. 0-10. And we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. They're on a great run of late as they come in winners of 7 of their last 9 games.
And Matty V, yeah, these are the dog days. August is that 1 month where you start looking at your teammates and you're, man, I'm getting really tired of seeing the same faces. You get to pick your own friends after the postseason. You got to find a way to get through August. September, you start to see light at the end of the tunnel.
No doubt about it, D-Roy. It's a tough thing when you're grinding through that 162-game schedule. You'd like to think that everybody always gets along, and hopefully, D-Roy, this team can continue playing well through the month of August, and hopefully that means some good things to come in the month of September.
And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. 1 ball, no strikes the count. The 1-0 home finds the zone, strike one. Almora is really a well-balanced hitter. That doesn't seem to matter whether he's facing a right-hander or a lefty. He makes a lot of loud contact either way, which is quite rare in today's game.
Yeah, you can tell this guy really pays attention, puts time in the cage, studies the video, seems to always have a game plan, and is not off balance too much.
Now time to list the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Jerry Hillsdale.
D-Row, Jerry Hillsdale might be one of the more solid everyday umpires in the league right now.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best in the business, Dan. High praise all around. You go into both meetings with the managers, and what do? They rave about Jerry Hillsdale.
Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1. With that, a look at the Cubbies starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Matty, the guy I'm here to see is Big Chris Bryant. I really enjoy watching this guy hit, and he's leading the National League in batting average right now. No doubt that he's one of the best hitters in the game today, and I hope to see him show us what he can do in this one.
Now at the plate, Chris Bryant. First shot for him here as he enters play, currently leading the senior circuit in batting.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
Now the 1-0. Line hard toward right center. And that'll get down for a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
He's lucky it's only a single back up the middle and not a double in the gap or a home run. Pitches like that in a show get absolutely hammered.
Stepping in now, Kyle Schwarber, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike one.
That's what you call a challenge fastball right there, boys. I don't know if he was necessarily trying to miss up in the zone like he did, but he got away with it right there and put the fastball by him.
The 1-1 home. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. The 1-2. Again, he sends it out of play.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. Ready with the 0-1. He swings and misses. Throw down. Not in time as he just does get in there ahead of the throw. So it's a successful stolen base as they look for a run here in the top of the first. And we take a look there at the team leaders in stolen bases so far. And you can see, in fact, that these guys currently lead the National League in that category. And, in fact, lead all of baseball as well. And certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
Rizzo on third. Bryant on at second with 2 down. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. Cubs strand a couple. A 0 for the Cubs to start. The Pirates coming to bat. You're watching MLB Network. Cole Hamels gets the ball in game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been pretty good his last 3 starts. A whip under 1.20, so he minimizes the amount of base runners. He's a tough customer. It'll be fun to watch him to see if he's on point early in this one here today.
Leading up.
Here's Starlin Marte having a very nice year, currently second in the NL batting chase. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They've split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, Dero, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the 3rd game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road. So this is a big one for this ball club.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Now a moment here at PNC to take a look at the Pirates lineup card in this one. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Yeah, I'm looking for a big performance from the milkman, Melky Cabrera. This is a pitcher he's had some good success against in his career. He's hitting over 350 against him in a pretty good amount of at-bats. You can bet they're both aware of that, and we'll see who gets the better of who today.
Up next for the Buccos, Melky Cabrera. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now it's 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. The 3-1 pitch. 3-2 full count. One out, nobody on. And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A one-out walk here in the home first.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
And that'll bring in Adam Frazier as he'll take a look at ball 1. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Frazier, a native of Georgia. He was taken in the 6th round back in the draft of 2013.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
Batting fourth, no outfielder.
Stepping into the box, Corey Dickerson, who takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. And he popped him up. Bryant trying to get there. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. One left for Pittsburgh. Still no score. Into the box now, Daniel Descalso. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
The second baseman, Daniel Descalso.
First delivery to him on the way. There's a fastball right down Broadway taken for a strike.
If you know you got a real patient hitter at the plate, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here, attacking the zone 0-0 and getting ahead.
Fastball called for strike 2.
Hey, I love the aggressive nature this guy's pitching with. He's got focus. He's commanding the fastball, really being aggressive right now. A lot different than his last start where he took a loss and seemed timid and scared to attack the zone.
The next 0-2. Gets him looking up around the letters.
Time for a look at the Buccos on D. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
Now at the plate, Victor Caratini, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
Line to second, where it's caught there for out number 2.
Batting 8, the pitcher, number 35, Cole Hamels.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Paul Hamels. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch coming. Here it is. A bit of a hanger, but it's laid off and called a strike. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
No score here as we play inning number 2. Cubs pitcher at the plate, trailing with a 1-2 count.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
Moran trying to get there, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here he comes again, 1-2. started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli. First at bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race.
Pretty impressive for a catcher. It's rare that you see a catcher maintain a great average over the course of a full season.
First pitch of the at bat. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. Counts even at 1-1 to Cervelli. Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
Striding forward now, Josh Bell showing some definite confidence at the plate right now, and his recent numbers are reflecting that. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
I love that pitch right there. An aggressive fastball that catches the corner. The hitter knew it was coming and still couldn't do anything with it.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. The one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike. You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
In now, Colin Moran. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 5 homers and 43 RBIs. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Waiting on it is Almora. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Pirates. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. At the plate, Billy Hamilton, and he'll start out their half of the 3rd, top of the order to follow.
Billy Hamilton.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. A ball and a strike. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter. Waiting next is Anthony Rizzo. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
Well, in a scoreless game, you want to do anything you can to jumpstart your offense. With the speed of this guy on first, don't be surprised if he gets the green light here.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A pitch out. The throw. Offline throw, but they still got him. Good job of getting the tag down there.
Well, they guessed right on the first pitch out. Sometimes you have to wait a pitch or two in the at-bat to try that, but they must have had a pretty good idea he was going to be on the move.
Now the 1-0. Slow little grounder left side. Moran is there, and there's out number 2.
The center fielder, number 5, Albert Almora.
So 2 are gone now in the Cubs half of the third, and in to bat next is Albert Almora. Swinging a soft liner, and that is in there for a 2-out base knock.
Hey, you knock that donut off the bat, you look up at the Jumbotron, your batting average is above 300 and still climbing.
Right.
You're feeling pretty froggy about yourself.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and in to bat next, former National League MVP Chris Bryant. Here comes the first pitch. Not what he wanted to do there with the slider as it misses well above the zone.
Well, that was a big 2-out single we just saw, and for pretty obvious reasons. The inning went from totally under control to now. He's got to deal with some dangerous hitters here with a runner on base, and this is how 2-out rallies start.
Marte is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 1 left for the Cubs. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Now in the box, Kevin Kramer. He's hitting .333 in the series, 2 for 6.
The shortstop, number 44.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a called strike down in the zone. 0-1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. The throw into second. But it won't be in time, and it's a leadoff double.
So with your pitcher due up next, you can either have him bunt, or you can even think about having him show bunt to draw the corners in and then let him swing away. Depends on how much confidence they have in him with a bat in his hands.
Bunt attempt is popped into foul ground. Here comes the 0-1. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Bit of a surprise here as he's going to try to lay one down. Bryant scoops it up.
The center fielder, number 6.
So it's back to the top of the order now. And that'll bring up Starling Marte. First offering on its way. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. The 1-1 home. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. But he's going to get there as he runs it down on the warning track for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the right fielder, Melky Cabrera.
Here's Melky Cabrera, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch coming. Here it is. In there for strike 1. Cabrera, commonly referred to around the game as the Milkman. He's a 15-year major league vet, so it's been quite the career for him. Behind 0-2 now. Trying to get Cabrera to chase there, but it's 1-2.
But there's your textbook waist pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
Change of speed there, but it's taken for a ball. 2-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Pirates leave 1. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. Digging in to try it again, Kyle Schwarber, as we begin the top of the fourth.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Hit high and deep out to left. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo home run for Kyle Schwarber, number 23 for him thus far, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
This guy has been a serious thorn in the side of the staff, homering twice in 3 days. The numbers don't lie. He owns these guys right now.
Here's Javier Baez. As he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center. Marte is under it. One away. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the two starters. And both guys throwing the country hardball so far. Top speeds of 95 and 97. At the plate, Daniel Descalso. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. That one's right down the middle for a strike with the fastball. And a changeup that just about got away from him there as that ran in a bit too far. 1 run, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Hey! 2-1 pitch is a slider taken for a called strike 2.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
This inning didn't get started the way he'd hoped with that home run, but I've got to give him credit for flushing it and coming back here to get strikeouts on the last 2 guys. He's acting like it didn't even happen before.
Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. 1 run, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Here's a changeup that's right there. 1-1. And he took something off of it there. It's 1-2.
Hey, I got to commend him a little bit. Leadoff homer, and now he's 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning without any further damage.
And he pops it up. Kramer into shallow left, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Definitely tried to elevate the heater right there with 2 strikes, but caught way too much of the plate. Nice execution by the hitter.
Standing in now, Paul Hamels. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. That's wide. 2-0.
My bet is he's getting the take sign now on 2-0. If he's having a hard time throwing strikes to the pitcher, you might as well let him work himself into trouble.
And there's the first strike. 2-1. And that's in there above the belt, so it's even now, 2-2. Caratini is off at first with 2 away. Pop straight up. Kramer has a play, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Cubs are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 1-0 Chicago. Stepping in, Adam Frazier flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far.
Adam Frazier.
Here's the first pitch to him. Grounded to short. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, left fielder, Corey Dickerson.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Corey Dickerson. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. That's popped up. Bryant into shallow left. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Now batting, the catcher, Francisco Cervelli.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the right-handed hitting Francisco Cervelli. First offering on its way.
Nope.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Hamels into the windup. Here it is on 1-0. And here's a ball hit in the air. After it is Hamilton. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. They trail this one 1-0. Striding in, Billy Hamilton. He drew a walk his first time up.
The right fielder, Billy.
And now a pitch on the way. Lifted the other way to left center. After it is Dickerson. He's there and records the first out.
The first baseman, number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Ready once again, Anthony Rizzo. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. Here comes the first pitch. Too low, 1-0. And he fouls this one off. A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo. The next 1-2 pitch. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Into the box now, Albert Almora. Hit hard down the left field line, but this will be foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit on the ground to third. Moran has it. Throw on to Bell at first, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order. They lead it 1-0. And welcome back to Pittsburgh as we check in on the field with Heidi.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Clint Hurdle during the commercial break about the Pirates offense. And he said they just aren't putting enough competitive at-bats together right now. He told me he can't recall many times where they've been able to get to a full count today. And while that's not always a necessity for success, they've clearly had their struggles today, especially when it comes to making things difficult on the opposing pitching.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Josh Bell, the next to hit. He leads off in the bottom of the fifth as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
The batter.
A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the fifth, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just one hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. Ready for another chance? Colin Moran. He flew out in his last at-bat. Grounded weakly to the left. On to first, and very quickly, two are gone in the home fifth.
The batter, number 44.
Standing in, Kevin Kramer. And then it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty here with two men out. Swing and a miss as he chases one out of the zone for the third strike, and that's the third out of the inning. Down in order go the Pirates. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Chris Bryant. He'll stand in against Chris Archer to get the inning underway.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
Now the 1-1 pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Moran right there. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
Up next for the Cubs, the left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Kyle Schwarber will stride in again, and you can bet he'd love to do again what he did back in the fourth. A solo home run here that's been the only long ball of the game so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard down the left field line, but this is foul near the seats. One strike now from Archer. Right side, defense aligned perfectly. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash.
Now batting, shortstop.
At the plate, Javier Baez. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Here's a huge swing by Baez and a ball sent to deep left field. Gone! A solo home run there for Javi Baez. Number 21 for him on the season as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, But when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
The batter number
Stepping
3.
in now, Daniel Descalzo.
Daniel.
As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. High fly ball out to straightaway center. After it is Marte. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Cubs get a run here thanks to this solo home run. Bottom of the 6th is straight ahead. It's now 2-0 Chicago. Elias Diaz is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
Number 32, Elias Diaz.
Good change up there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. He comes in at 262 on the year, 7 homers and 21 driven in. And this is a fastball that's right on the black but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
That pitch looked like it could have been a little high, but he's been calling that pitch all night. Kind of rough for a pinch hitter, but I'm sure his teammates let him know that's where the zone has been.
In there, a base hit. The number 9 hitter reaches base safely to start the inning, so here comes the top of the order with a man aboard.
Well, that's only the second hit he's given up tonight, and the first one didn't do any damage. So he's not sweating this one at all. They haven't been able to string anything together.
Almora is right there, 1 down. So stepping in, Melky Cabrera. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he could clean that up a little bit, he could really roll into the later innings in this one.
And he's safe.
This is their time right here. This starting pitcher has been on point all day. Runs have been at a premium. They have an opportunity to do something special right here.
In now, Adam Frazier. The first pitch is hit pretty well out to right. Hamilton going back. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And the runner from third scores as they try and work their way back into this one. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Now batting, the left fielder.
Ready for another shot now. Corey Dickerson. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Off-speed pitch, just missed inside. Cabrera leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike. Left side. Bryant is up with it. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 7th inning coming up. The Cubbies are in front 2-1. Back here in Pittsburgh, getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front. And before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Keone Kela is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 35.
Next to bat will be Victor Caratini. His past history with Keone Kela. Just a couple of matchups, no hits and 2 at-bats. Comes set and the 0-1. And it's fouled away. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high 1-2. Kela has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. fair ball as it'll hit for the 325 sign down the line. He'll get it into second. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
When you're leading by 1 run, you want to do everything you can to add to the lead and give your bullpen a little breathing room. It makes a big difference. So double here goes a long way towards making that a real possibility.
Standing in now, Cole Hamels. And they'll try to get the man to third as he puts this one down. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Well, when you're trying to move a guy up to third with a bunt, that's exactly how you want to do it. Make the third baseman field the ball. That way his only play is to first. That was very well executed.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. Fouled off. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. One strike offering now to Hamilton. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Oh, and 2, here it is. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Definitely a strikeout situation here with the runner on third, so that's smart. Trying to make him chase that slider out of the zone.
Hit weakly back to the mound. Thought about coming home, but he'll go to first instead. And he's going to reach it first as that plates a run, and we'll see how this is scored.
Well, they already had the lead, but that extra run makes a huge difference, even if it's only psychological. The pitcher knows when he steps out there that he has a little bit of wiggle room to work with.
So a runner at first now with one away, and into bat next, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Runners on first with one down. Now a move over to first, and he is out on the tag.
Hey, a good right-handed pickoff move is really all about the footwork, and that was nice. He got his feet all the way around the first, which allowed his hips and everything else to clear for an accurate throw to the inside of the bag. That, and it was real quick, too.
Marte is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. Stretch time coming up here in Pittsburgh. Cubs lead it 3-1. Coming to the plate now, Francisco Cervelli. No hits to this point.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
First pitch of the at-bat. And Hamels takes something off to start the at-bat, and it pays off. It's 0-1.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
All right, so let's turn to show track for a more in-depth look at that one. Good reaction, great range, and a nice backhanded stop, and the jump throw with a lot behind it all the way across the infield for the out. The numbers don't lie, and that was pretty spectacular. Into the box, Josh Bell, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Hey, we're moving into the later innings right here. This guy's continuing to pitch well with his first pitch strike percentage well over 60%. That's about league average so far, so he's right on point.
Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance.
I don't think he's going to triple up on changeup right there. He seemed to have gotten the timing down on that second one.
Skied into very shallow right. Hamilton is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Colin Moran.
Coming to the plate now, Colin Moran. 0 for 2 with a fly ball and a ground out on his line to this point. Now an off-speed pitch that nearly ran in and got him.
That was a changeup, so there really wasn't any intent behind it. Looked to me like it just slipped out of his hand a little bit. That'll happen sometimes because of the grip of that straight changeup.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Slow grounder to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. They still trail it here 3-1. Stepping up now, Albert Almora. He'll start us off in the 8th.
The center fielder, number 5, Albert Almora.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Curveball is nowhere close, and it's 1-0.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
And this ball is popped up, drifting back behind the mound. And there's out number 1.
Now batting.
Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our 2 starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. So coming to the plate, Chris Bryant. He was a ground out victim last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. The 0-1 pitch. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. The 1-1 home. Is fastball taken high for a ball. 8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing one out of the zone. Now the count's even again.
Now this pitch is swung on and popped up. And this will also head toward the right side of the infield. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first.
The left fielder.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Kyle Schwarber. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. And the pitch. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball.
Hey, if this guy's able to execute that two-seamer down and away consistently, he's going to get a lot of swing and misses. He's going to get a lot of weak contact. He might even get a few knots on some people's shins.
A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
2 out, nobody on. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in. Make him prove he can adjust before you do.
Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
And a swing and a miss as he pulled the string on the breaking ball, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. So digging in now, Kevin Kramer. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Here's Hamels back at it now as the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1. Hit hard to the right side. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
Hey, the object of the game is to pass the baton on the offensive side and give yourself a chance to get the tying run to the plate late in the game. That's exactly what happened here.
Lonnie Chisenhall will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 5, Lonnie Chisenhall.
And he misses inside with that one, ball 1. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. That's why. 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. And he lays off, ball 4. So he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done. Kevin Newman will come on now and pinch run here. So the Pirates batting order turns over and set to go. Starling Marte. And he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy. That's good athleticism here by the pitcher getting off the mound. He gets the ball to first and then hustles his way over to the bag to help him wrap up the tough 3-6-1 double play.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Melky Cabrera. He enters this at-bat 1 for 2 with a walk. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. 2 outs here with a runner at third. In there, and it's even at 1. Hamels comes set. Here's the 1-1. And this one misses now to the Pirate right fielder. 2-1. 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
And he'll step off here and make sure he doesn't have any ideas over there at third. Grounded back up the middle. Baez has it. On on to first, and the throw goes right by him. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. It's now a 3-2 contest. Stepping in, Adam Frazier, 0 for 2 with a sacrifice thus far. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at bat. It's 1-0. Fly ball out toward left center field. Almora in pursuit. He's got it as the tying run is left on base. 1 in the inning for the Pirates on a couple of hits. We've played 8 full. It's the Cubs 3 and the Pirates 2. Kevin Newman will stay in the ball game as a new shortstop.
A defensive change for the Pirates. Now playing shortstop.
Richard Rodriguez enters from the pen to start the ninth inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the ninth. First offering on its way. Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
Wow, how about that? He was tempted to make a swing at that pitch right there. That was way out of the zone, but he just kept his hands back enough.
Cubs shortstop with a 3-1 count.
Well, that's ball 3, and the Cubs right now, they're looking for base runners. Hey, they'd love to get a leadoff walk.
The 3-1. Takes a strike for a full count now, 3-2. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth. So striding in, Daniel Descalso, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. And he gets ahead 0-1. And it appears as though we'll see a pinch hitter now as the switch hitter Ben Zobrist has grabbed a bat and moved into the on-deck circle. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. 1-run game here in the top of the ninth. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And this one misses as well, and that pushes it to 3-1.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
And he strikes him out as well, so make it back. Back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen. Wilson Contreras will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with two out and the base is empty. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. Bases are empty here with two men out. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. Low and away with that one. It's 1-2.
Classic strikeout pitch right there on 0-2. It's the one we know he loves going to, but great recognition to lay off in that spot.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first two pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. Two tough pitches that he took with two strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
Full count now. Now the payoff pitch home. Clears this one over toward first. And no problem over there at first as he flags this one down to end the inning. Ben Zobrist will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here.
For the Cubs. Now playing
Wilson Contreras will stay in the ballgame as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Zobrist. Now catching. Number 40, Wilson Contreras. Now pitching for the
safe
Chicago
situation
Cubs.
Looming here, and they'll hand the ball
15,
off to the hard-throwing right-hander Brandon Morrow. So now it'll be the four-hole hitter, Corey Dickerson. He's batting cleanup, but has been shut down so far at the plate. 0-for-3.
Listen, it's not easy coming back off of closers, but this guy hasn't been super dependable so far this season, and he's blown several saves up to this point.
The 1-0 home. Hit hard to the right. Foul. Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for ball 2.
There's a good slider down and in at that back foot. That's a tough pitch to lay off as a hitter, and a great pitch as a pitcher. That's one of those, how could he not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. The next 3-2. Back up the middle. And that's through into center field. So the tying run's aboard to kick off the inning.
You can't ask for anything more than getting a leadoff man on right there. It brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'll be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. In prior outings against Brandon Morrow, he's a 300 hitter, 3 for 10. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
2 strikes.
Struck him out.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys.
Now
Tying run at first, so
baseman.
objective number 1 is stranding him on base, and now with 1 out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
Digging in now, Josh Bell. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. From the stretch. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball. 1-0. Cole Hamels in line for the victory should the lead hold. Quick check on that tying run at first, and he's back easily. Dickerson leads off first with 1 away. And he misses low with it, 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
Two and one the count.
Nope.
And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1. Colin Moran will be next. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Throw over to the bag, just keeping him close. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
That's a big strike out there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In there, 0-1.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe. And unfortunately, he let that one go. And he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
Pittsburgh down to their last strike.
That's a ball.
Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye, 1-2. Hit hard towards center, and that's in there, base hit.
And if you're the manager, you've got to love that about your team. They were down to their last strike, but they refused to go down without a fight, so they lived to fight some more.
Gregory Polanco will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Number 25, Gregory Polanco.
Into the box now, Kevin Newman, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1.
No doubt, some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making rapid.
And that gets down. This is going to tie the game and maybe even win it.
Boy, Giro, talk about definition of clutch coming up in the 9th and delivering a game-tying RBI base hit.
Yeah, what a huge at-bat right there. The former offensive player. These are the moments you live for. Runners in scoring position, bottom of the 9th inning, when you're able to come through for the team. Let's see if they can.
Number 2,
Steve Cishek takes the ball, needing to get the final out of the 9th to send this one to extra innings.
Number 41. Steve Cishek.
Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Ripped down the line. And this is down. And he's done it. And raise the Jolly Roger. The Pirates are going to walk off winners.
And you know, these guys take their cue from their manager. He doesn't panic, so they don't panic. They just put those hard hats on and then go to work. They manufactured a couple of runs, and this game is theirs. That was a fun game.
Game like this, you look for that one guy who produced when it mattered most, and this is the guy. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he wound up having just one at bat, but he stepped into a crucial spot and delivered off the bench. In my mind, that was a turning point in the game.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. The Pittsburgh Pirates came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win.
The beginning of it's got a win over the Cubs 4-3. As of right now, the Pirates are in first place in the NL Central, 3.5 games ahead of second. And the Cubs are second in the division, yet they currently hold a spot in the race for the National League wild card. The Nationals set 3. Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went. Knocked out 10 hits as a team as they bested the visiting Padres 4-3. Felipe Vasquez earned the 3rd W of his season, helping lead the Pirates against the Brewers 3-2. Zach Greinke got the win, putting him at double digits this season with 10, leading the D-backs